going out in this stifling heat to just do a couple of things, and then I'm heading back in. I gotta put some new DVR boxes in. Been sitting in the family room for about 3 weeks now. Gonna unravel this spool of poly pipe so it starts to straighten out. I'm gonna see about, I gotta look at the dryer, the desiccant agent in my pump in my air compressor in the other barn, see how that stuff's doing. And then I need to look at this rotary pump on my Caddy, Gas Caddy. I've bought 2 pumps now, and neither one of them has worked. Haven't fit on there, so I may just see if I can't pop the seal around the crank handle on one of them and put it into my pump that I had on there. But I don't know, we'll see how that goes. Man, it's hot. It's just so freaking hot in here. All right, well, let me I'm gonna unravel this poly pipe first. Man, it's humid out. Good day not to be outside, to tell you the truth. It's too hot to even be out in the pool. There. Alright, so this is what I was talking about here. I've got 3 rotary pumps, and not a freaking one works on my Gas Caddy. This is the one that came with the Gas Caddy, but that seal in that pump handle leaks like a sieve. This has some type of machinist threads that I can't seem to find an adapter to go from the pipe thread to that thread. And this, I could actually try to get this one to work. I just need an adapter, and that could work. But I dismantled it thinking I could use the seal from that into this. So anyway, this is what my dilemma is, and I got to figure out what to do with it here. So I will, once I get myself organized here, I'll get this thing rolling again. Alright, so this is the top to this pump here, and I had boogered the seal trying to get it out, thinking I could drop it into here. This is the lid to that one there. So I'm gonna do something here. And now I can't return this one now. It was only like 30 bucks anyway, this one here. And it got such bad reviews. But it's got these goofy thread size that alright, I think that's the same seal. Have to see how see if I can't get this one out of there. Yeah, see, this seal is it's a much better seal, that's for sure. But I boogered it. Huh. What if I double seal it? Could do that. Or that could work. Well, maybe not. No. Alright, so that's not a good idea. So next maneuver is can I use that seal in this pump? Alright, so I took the gasket, the seal from that pump and put it into this pump, but in that process the gasket got jacked up. But I got this stuff, it's pretty decent stuff. That one's too small. too small a gasket to work on that. So, and then I'm gonna put this one back together and just see if that doesn't work. That might work, even though I boogered the seal up on the cover for this one. It still might work. I'm hoping. But I hope this works most, because then it's just a direct replacement, but right back onto the Gas Caddy. But let me get this stuff tightened back down on it and let it set, and I'll give it a try tomorrow once it sets a little bit. Alright, let me continue on here. Alright, now for this one, I already started putting it back on, but I put some of my gasket sealant around there. Hopefully that seal, I'm hoping that seal around the pump handle shaft will work. So actually I hope that one works. The only question about that one is, since I took it apart, the gasket around it kind of got effed up. They're like very, very thin things here, just like that, see? And it was like a paper, so it got jacked up, but I gave it a bit of that on both sides, and we'll let it tack up, dry. I think it'll seal. It's pretty good stuff. This one stayed intact, but I still put some of that on there. But that seal has got that little bit of a booger on it that I hope doesn't keep it from keeps it from not sealing, so hopefully it'll seal. But all right, so I'm going to tighten this one up and let them sit, and I'll deal with them tomorrow. Well, this one actually too, I have to buy an adapter because that's too large of a fitting for my purposes. And it looks like it's a machine set, not a pipe thread. I'll check it out. Huh. That'll bum me out if it is. Alright, well, let me get at it here. I'll check that out in a second. Okay. So my pressure was set at 100. Let's drop down to nothing now because I have the air turned off and I drained it. Oh man. Shit's only tight. Let me go see. Get a pair of pliers, channel locks, and So I checked out all my filters up here. I'll show you what's lit up here. I got everything turned back on, so I won't take the cartridges off, but show you what my system consists of here. I really have 4 stages. The initial stage, second, the desiccant, which is stage 3, and stage 4 is the final, and the pressure regulator. I upped the pressure a little bit. I've got a pretty big ass air compressor back in the shop there, back in the storage area. So these are time to get replaced. Air or water, oil, and that's non-condensed, removes uncondensed moisture, as you can see. Stage 3. Stage 4 is the final filter stage, and the regulator is under. So it's a pretty decent system. I put it in a couple years ago now, maybe 3 years ago, and yeah, you can see some of my booger solders and all, but everything's airtight and at 110 psi. No, about 105 really. 104 psi, which is fine. It drives everything I need it to drive, and I could crank it up more, but it's just why I put that much stress on things. And I'm not running a professional shop or anything here, as everybody knows by now. If you watch my videos, there's nothing about what I do professional. Functional, and gets done what I need to get done. Yep, it's stuff I try to do nicely. I mean, I just don't bullshit stuff, jerry rig it. But sometimes things just don't come out perfect. All right, well, I'm battery center central. I threw one battery charger away already because it was shit. No, I think that's it over there. That's the one that I gotta throw that one out. Got it up in Canada. But I try to keep some batteries on hand at all times, because given all the equipment and everything I got, sometimes things don't get used all the time, quickly, every day, every week. And it's nice to have. It's getting cool out here. It's nice to have a fresh battery for a jump or two. Get this cord out of there. I think I locked everything up. It's fixing the rain, that's for sure. I'm trying to get my door here. Oh, I got it. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the house garage, and I'm gonna put that big fan in the house garage into. Yep, there comes the rain. I'm gonna put the big fan that's in the house garage into the detached garage. So I think I need to lock this up as I go by. My Frankenstein rotary pumps, what a pain. That's the kind of stuff I got. Now it's messy here because I had to get the Gas Caddy out, but you can see. So that's been the bane of my existence on finding a rotary hand pump to fit this thing, because I can't find anything with the MPT. Now everything's got these machine-sized threads. It's a pain in the ass. Or you gotta spend $175 or something. I'm not gonna do that. So let's get this into the house garage. See if I can't get that big. I unrolled the. I think I got this unrolled. Let the heat get on it. Straighten it out. It's already straightening it out some. That's gonna go in the trench. And it's going to get sliced up, diced up, because I got to make all the connections and tees. Garden. Grow, garden, grow. I've already had a couple of tomatoes. The zooks are doing well. Stuff is doing well. Peas are starting to come up. Alright, so I will set this fan down here. I'm going to take this fan over into the garage, my detached. That's what I wanted to see. Fan Big fan, really big fan in here. Took the scooter out to the fireworks shop. It's a big joint, and they've got the fireworks place to go to. You gotta fill out like an application, and they got armed guards because they have a boatload of inventory, but they got the good shit, the mortars. But they were like all sold out of a lot of stuff. Fortunately, they had the same kit we had gotten last year. It's a little spendy. It's like 270 bucks for this kit, which, as it looks, sometimes in there, what people spend on this stuff is crazy. And I know some of the folks are, like last year, the guy was in there. He was on his, oh, you son of a beehive. He was on his, God bless it. He was on his third trip. Come on! Mother. God, I hate when it does this shit. Thing. Usually works, goes along nicely, and every so often it's like the shit gets a hair up its ass and it falls on the ground like that. I hate falling on the ground. Sometimes it's because of my own fault. I usually put the antenna on first in the mirror, and that keeps it from sliding one way or the other, but as you can see, I didn't do that, and then I wind up dropping bombs on it because it pisses me off. Because it goes sliding all over the joint. Yep, there's the rain. So got the fan in here. I was going to move the little extra refrigerator in here as well, but I didn't. Oh no, I didn't. Alright, well, I got a break in the rain. I'm cutting over to the house and gotta go hook up some DVR boxes. Alright, got my Fraken pump. One of my Fraken pumps. I thought I left the gas dope over here. God bless it, I didn't. I gotta go get the gas dope. I'm hoping this thing works, man. This is a little electric. It's just like a car fuel pump, you know, electric fuel pump. 12-volt connections, all the hosing, tubing. A little less than $100, but it's you know, pretty purposeful. Worst case scenario, I'll rig it up to work with this thing and call it a day. But what a pain. Fraken pump. Well, all right, I gotta go back over and get the thread sealant, the gas thread sealant. Well, unfortunately, even with the circumference of that, where I put the new gasket in, or where I put the gasket sealant in and all, that didn't leak. But the new seal around the pump handle I put in is leaking. Didn't seem to be as bad as the other one, but it's leaking, so frick. Alright, well, I gotta get cleaned up a bit to head over to the bank and do some banking, so. Son of a beehive. Wow, another killer day. So I think I'm gonna move the shredder up over to here, and I think I will get into the trench when it's cooler today, this evening. I gotta go over to town and do a little bit of banking this afternoon, But yeah, I think I'm just gonna pull the shredder up here to get all this stuff, these small piles. Rather than lift them up and move them all back there, I'll just move the shredder up to here. That'll work. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go get the tractor and hook up to the shredder and get it on up here. Hot days indeed. I found a bolt missing from this fuel filter, so hopefully I can get this one in behind it. Might be too long. Nope. Come on. Maybe. Right on. Okay. Try not to get so dirty since I gotta go to the bank. La banque. This one? That's a small one. All right. I think what I'm going to do here, not right now today, but I think what I'm going to do as part of this is I'm going to get the lift out. I'm going to take some of these branches down since I've got the chipper up here now and I got to do cleanup in here. I might as well just get all the branches down that I want to get down. Tidy some of this up in here. Some of these trees that I know that are going to stay. Because those branches just fall and then they wind up being a pain in the ass mowing. And so I might as well just get what I can knocked down. And some of this stuff is pretty damn ugly. All right.